JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, elderly man killed in Clarendon, house firebombed. Detectives assigned to the Clarendon Police Division are probing the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of 80-year-old Clifton Berry, a retired mason of Ransbury District in the parish, early this morning. The police report that about 1:15 a.m. Berry was home when he was pounced upon by gunmen who threw a Molotov cocktail through the window of his house. Berry tried to escape his attackers but was shot several times. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, the elderly man was found in a section of the house with gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital where he died while being treated. Counsellor for the Yorktown Division, Ufel Purcell, has decried the attack on the elderly man. "I'm very disturbed about the killing of Mr. Berry. I'm really perturbed to know they can go into an elderly gentleman's home and kill him like that. It is really heartrending," he said. "I'm very disturbed about what is happening in Yorktown communities because over time we have not had any crime. So I'm really disturbed," Purcell said. Investigations are ongoing. Pastor summons prayer warriors after rape of church woman. A female pastor has expressed outrage at the sexual assault of two church women in the full view of their mother and called for the Christian community to mount a prayerful war against criminals. Pastor Marlene Martin of the Faith Community Churches of Jamaica and St. Catherine said that Christians could repel evil by committing to more prayer and fasting. "I cannot think of how the mother must feel at this time to see the brutal attack against her children," Martin said, characterizing the attack as wicked. "I know that people will be saying, 'Oh, come God, let it happen,' but prayer must be our guidance." The pastor lamented that there was growing ambivalence towards the sanctity of the church. "I just hope that they don't lose faith and don't take revenge as the way forward," Martin said of the victims. The St. Catherine North Police have launched a manhunt for the men who attacked the women as they returned from a church service. Police reports indicate that about 9 p.m. on February 9, the women were walking home from a church service when 3 men alighted from a vehicle. The women were ordered inside the vehicle by the men, one of whom was armed with a handgun. The abducted women were driven onto Walks Road about 1 mile away and dragged into bushes in the vicinity of the G.C. Foster College. The two daughters were raped. They were also robbed of money. After the ordeal, a report was made to the Spanish Town Police and a probe launched. There have been several recent reported incidents of abductions across Jamaica by men driving under the guise of taxi operators. Illegal guns and ammo seized, 5 in custody. A team assigned to the St. Andrews Central Police Division seized 3 firearms and 32 assorted rounds of ammunition, doing 3 separate operations in the corporate area over a 24-hour period. 5 persons are in custody. The police say the first seizure took place about 2 p.m. on Monday, February 15, on Upper Ivy Road, Kingston 5. They say a premises was searched and a .38 Smith & Wesson revolver with 5 9mm rounds of ammunition seized. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. In the second incident, about 6:10 a.m. on Tuesday, February 16, a joint police-military operation was conducted on Terrence Avenue, Kingston 10. The police say a premises occupied by 2 men was searched, and a 9mm Taurus pistol with a magazine containing 12 9mm rounds of ammunition was seen hidden inside a chest of drawers. The men were subsequently taken into custody. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. About 7 a.m., the St. Andrews Central Police seized the 3rd firearm for the period as a house on Ambrook Lane, Kingston 10, which was occupied by 2 men and a woman, was searched. During the operation, a 9mm Beretta pistol with a magazine containing 15 9mm rounds of ammunition was found on top of the roof, according to the police. The 3 were taken into custody. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. Mom charged for burning son with flat iron. A mother has been slapped with child cruelty charges after allegedly burning her 8-year-old son with a flat iron. A police team on patrol in Kingston on Sunday responded to the father's desperate plea to intervene after the injuries were discovered. The boy was reportedly burnt twice for allegedly lying about missing thread. The thread in question was used by the child early in the day to fly a kite. That, however, did not sit well with his mother, whose name is withheld to protect the identity of the child. She has since been charged with cruelty to a child and will have her day in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on March 8. A senior policeman with knowledge of the investigation said the officers visited the mother. She was transported to Hunts Bay sometime after 9 p.m., where she was subsequently charged, he said. Reports from the police are that the incident occurred about 7:30 p.m. on Valentine's Day. The child received medical treatment and has been precautionarily placed in the care of another family member until the court formally rules on the matter. The police said that, according to the father, this was not the first incident of this nature between his son and the child's mother. Residents of the Maxfield Avenue community, where the incident unfolded, are also disturbed by the actions of the mother. I hope she gets some help. It's a very serious offense, and in these times children need the best care and protection they can get, a resident who asked not to be named said. Another resident lamented, "She can't scar the child like that and think it is okay. Him probably going to live with the scars to life. I hope him go it out still. I can't imagine how the father feel. I hope she'll learn from this and that the parents will use it as an example." The matter has been probed by the Child Protection and the Family Services Agency, CPFSA. Rochelle Dixon, CPFSA Public Relations and Communications Manager, said that the agency started its investigation on Tuesday. One of our officers visited the location on Tuesday. We didn't see the child. Arrangements are being made to revisit the location today. The CPFSA said an assessment of the child will be conducted and counseling and other interventions pursued for the entire family. That assistance may be extended to other children in the household. The CPFSA is urging parents to use methods of discipline that do not cause physical or emotional harm. Woman grateful for house received under National Social Housing Program. In the last 4 years, Vanicia Reed repeatedly walked to her community's St. Andrew Southern constituency office to ask for assistance in getting a house, which she was in dire need of. Her persistence paid off, as on February 11, she received the keys to her new 2-bedroom house, which was constructed under the National Social Housing Program at a cost of $9,471,005. The keys were handed over by Prime Minister Andrew Holness during a ceremony held in Trenchtown, St. Andrew. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation has oversight for the construction of these homes under the Housing Opportunity, Production and Employment Hope Program. The program was developed to improve the housing condition of the country's poor and indigent population. Reed, a records officer in the Criminal Records Office, told JS News that she was happy and thankful for receiving her new home. "I'm really grateful for becoming the owner of this beautiful house. I just want to say thanks to everyone who has made it possible, and I'm really grateful," she said. Reed recalled the road she had to travel to get the house, which was not easy for her. "I was having so many disputes with my family members whom I was living with. That gave me the drive to go to the constituency office, where I spoke with the Member of Parliament and members there, and also that they had some program going on, and they would see what is best and if they could get one for me in 2016, 2017, she said. A year after I applied for the program, they said they didn't get a response as yet, but I continued to go there. And one day they called me and told that I should come to the office because they got a paper for us to sign, because the thing we applied for is coming through," Reed added. She further stated that the house, which was constructed on land provided by the Catholic Church, will help her to be more independent. "This is a life changer for me, because I was living with family. It was very rough. We had arguments, fights, and different disputes, and I'm really grateful that that will be no more," she said. Reed lost her mother at a young age. Thus, she has been living with family in a tenement yard in Arnett Gardens for the majority of her life. Before receiving her home, she was living in a dilapidated one-room board structure with communal facilities. "This will make a big difference where I have my own space, my own privacy, and my children will have their own space and privacy too," the mother of 2 children, a 7-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy, told JIS News. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Holness encouraged Reed to take her for new property as he reiterated the objectives of the NSHP. The program is designed to address people who are in need, People can't get houses going the regular method, but it is also designed to bring hope to communities that are in need of such interventions, Holness said. The recipients are very grateful, and it is transformational to their lives and to the community, he added. A total of 290 applications have been received from members of parliament across 58 constituencies. Of the 290 applications, 213 have been approved by the NSHP's Project Oversight Committee, and as of January 31, 2021, a total of 15 housing units have been completed under the program at a cost of $120 million. Jamaica has 243 new COVID-19 cases, 3 deaths. Jamaica recorded 243 new COVID-19 cases and 3 additional virus-related deaths yesterday. This brings the total number of cases in the country to 20,016 and the death toll to 381. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, all 3 fatalities were men, a 74-year-old from St. Catherine, a 94-year-old from Westmoreland, and a 59-year-old from St. Catherine whose death was previously under investigation. Of the 243 new cases, there were 110 males and 129 females, with ages ranging from 34 days to 94 years. The genders of 4 of the cases are still under investigation. The cases were recorded in St. James 60, Kingston and St. Andrew 52, Clarendon 21, St. Catherine and St. Thomas 19 each, Trelawney, St. Elizabeth and Manchester 15 each, St. Anne 8, Westmoreland and Hanover 6 each, Portland 4 and St. Mary 3. The country also recorded 51 recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 12,735. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.